It's not a pretty sight to see a helicopter get shot down out of it. What's sad about it, a huge carrying troops, you hear something going there and you look, you see it hit the helicopter, and then she starts going down, and then jumping out of the helicopter. You're dead. Crazy. I don't think Jimmy's going to make it easy. Not like that. Jimmy's not going to make it easy. Hey Casey, tomorrow give me a call. I want you to come by and pick me up right here on Beach Street, West Beach Street. You know where Ronnie Lady works for T-Dot? You know where his mom and dad lived? Mm-hmm. He bought the house right next to it, and then here on Church Street, when we checked Church Street when it flooded out, you know, that storm, back in the 70s, we put a ditch off Church Street going down between those two houses. It was okay back when we looked at the street, but now all this rain is filled in and water's going in this house. We need to look at it tomorrow. So you give me a call about dinner time, I'll hook up with you, we'll look at it.
Still got 2 minutes.
As old as he is, it takes him 1 or 2 minutes walking back there through, you know? Reed, did you mark that tree for me? Mark that tree at your mom's? Oh, did you? Is it big oak tree? But it's on our right, it's on our right, right? Okay. What doctor say, did you? Good? All right, it's 5:30. This meeting is called to order. Bill, I'm gonna ask you to do the prayer and pledge, but before we do this, I'd like to make a few comments. Bill, we've lost many of our friends in the last couple of weeks. We got Walt Henry tonight at Walters. Benny Hurst's wife, Linda, me and Hot Rod went to school with her, and I graduated with Benny and Linda. You had Wayne Kitch's mom passed away last week, and you had, Walt's tonight at Walters. But we need to remember these families in prayer. And I got a letter today from Lisa Taylor Johnson. It says to LaFollette City Business Office, Mayor, Council, and employees, thank you. It says, dear Mr. Stanfield, Council, and employees, the family of Charles Taylor Sr. would like to thank you for the beautiful flowers sent during our loss. Your support and acts of kindness meant so much to us. Dad was so proud of his city and his community. With much appreciation, Lisa Taylor Johnson family. Hey, we take care of our own, whether it's a council member, a board member like James Walker, Mike Milton's wife that does part-time work for us. You know, we'll always be there for the family. You know. All right, Chief, you go ahead and do the prayer and pledge. Please stand.
Heavenly Father, precious Father, we thank you for the blessings of the day, and the fact that you give us the opportunity to take the next step and the next breath. Oftentimes we fail to thank you for things such as that, but as we take it for granted, Lord, and we certainly don't want to do that. We certainly want to thank you for going to the cross in time for our sins. It gives us the opportunity to have our souls in heaven for eternity, and because of that, because of your love, Lord, it's a gift that we can never repay. There's been a number of people that have been mentioned by the mayor, Lord, that has lost loved ones here within our community. We ask that you ease their pain and work within the family to help ease their pain during this particular time, Lord. We hate to see the loss of community members and friends, and we just ask that you continue to be with their families. Also, we have a number that have been sick, a number of employees that are sick as well. You know what they're going through. We ask that it be your will that you work in their lives as well to help them to recover very quickly. As we continue with this meeting, we ask that you give council the sound knowledge that you to bestow upon them to make wise decisions. These things we ask in your name. Amen. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take your seat. Stan, you call the roll, please.
Mr. Archer. Present. Mr. Hoffman.
Here.
Mr. Thompson. Here. Mr. Wilson. Here. Mayor Sanders.
Here.
All in business.
Okay. Okay, item number 4, approve the minutes for your, including your public hearing from July 20th. What's council's pleasure?
So move, Mayor.
Have a motion, Mr. Wilson, have a second.
Second.
Have a second, Mark, call the roll, Stan.
Mr. Archer. Yes. Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes. Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 5, reports from your boards, your committees, and your department heads. What's council's pleasure?
Motion approved.
Motion by Mark, have a second. Second by Mr. Archer, call the roll, Stan.
Mr. Archer. Yes. Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes. Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Any comment from the public? Where'd Buford go? Tell Buford, he wanted to say something, Jane. What do you say? All right. No, there being no comments, any announcements? Anything, Jimmy? I've got something.
We just, we've had the really bad weather this weekend, and just, want to say thank you to all the city employees that, police, fire, street department that really went out. I think there was, they showed me with, I think there was 12, 15 trees down in the city.
I was out, I seen them, I was out. I was out last night. I was out last night dragging trees out of the road. Okay, I got something. Johnny? You know Ronnie Wilson over here, Cash and Curry? His wife Vaughn. She's got a bunch of irises that she wants to give the city to put in these flower beds. And I told her, you get rid of her. And because some of these flower beds just got fixed, they got weeds in them. And you can get somebody from street farm, get one of Casey's men, or your men, because that irises, that's the Tennessee flower. We'll put some in our flower beds and put some in out here in the front of City Hall, and then flower hall number 2. There's some down right here.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny, take care of that. Will you see Miss Wilson? You know where she lives at? Okay, all right. Under ordinance and resolutions, number 1, resolutions 2020-12 to amend the 2020-21 budget. What's council's pleasure?
Motion approved.
Have a motion, Mr. Hopkins, have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Wilson, call those in.
Mr. Archer. Yes. Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes. Mr. Wilson. Yes.
Motion carries. Number 2, resolution 2020-13, resolution provide for delivery tax payments from the LaFollette utilities. What's council's pleasure? Motion by Ms. Thompson, have a second. Second by Mark, call those in.
Mr. Archer. Yes. Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes. Mr. Wilson. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 3, ordinance 2020-3, ordinance amending chapter 3, section 13-306, municipal code rubbish control. This is the first reading. What's council's change? Jimmy sent you a copy of the record. What's council's pleasure?
So moved, Mayor.
I'll probably make a motion, and you second, aye?
Yes.
Okay, call those in.
Mr. Archer. Yes. Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson. Yes.
Motion carries. All right, under administration, approval of infectious disease officer Stan Faust's salary at $1,800 annually. What's council's pleasure?
Motion approved.
Have a motion, Mark, have a second. Second by Ms. Thompson, call roll.
Mr. Archer. Yes. Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 2, approval of cancellation of the 2020 ATV Fall Festival. With all this coronavirus going on, people be coming from everywhere. And, our responsibility is to the city of LaFollette and Campbell County and the state of Tennessee, to keep everybody socially distanced. So what's council's pleasure on not having it this year?
Motion approved.
Have a motion, Mr. Tony, have a second.
Second.
Call those in.
Mr. Archer. Yes. Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson. Yes.
All right. Under fire department, Item number one, approve the fire chief's use tax salary at $47,069.78 effective February 1st, 2020. What's council's pleasure?
Before we vote on that, can I make a comment?
Okay.
I agree that with these raises, but I think it's wrong that Jimmy Pack has been here for 28 years, and his salary is gonna be less than Casey Boshiers, who's only been here for 7 years. I don't think it's right. So I'm just making a comment that I disagree with that.
Okay. Any more comments? All right, no more comments? All right. Obviously, you made a motion, and it's had a second.
Second.
Have a second, George, call the roll.
Mr. Archer? Yes. Mr. Hoskins?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson? Yes.
Motion carries. Item number two, approval of Assistant Fire Chief James Hatmaker salary $39,529.80 effective 7/18/2020. What's council's pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion, Ms. Thompson, have a second.
Second.
All right, call those in.
Mr. Archer? Yes. Mr. Hoskins?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson? Yes.
Motion carries. And to be honest with you, under the fire department, I've had the pleasure, all my years I've been with the city, working with Jimmy Pack, Johnny Seals, and Eddie Hatmaker. I couldn't ask for better employees, you know, and I really appreciate council promoting you. All right. Okay, now number three, approval of Captain Johnny Seals salary at $37,498.96 effective 7/18/2020.
Motion approved.
Have a motion, Mr. Hoskins, have a second. Second, Ms. Thompson, call the roll.
Mr. Archer? Yes. Mr. Hoskins?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson? Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, guys, you gotta borrow again for a week, okay? And no crystals either, Pack. Okay, under Public Works, number one, approval of Public Works Director Casey Bosher's salary at $48,719.84 effective 7/18/2020. What's council's pleasure?
Motion approved.
Have a motion, Mark, have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Archer, call the roll.
Mr. Archer? Yes. Mr. Hoskins?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
I disagree with it, so no.
Mr. Wilson? Yes.
Motion carries.
Because of the amount.
Motion carries. Does anybody have anything else to bring before council this time? Jillian, we got you on that football program, okay? All right, we're good, okay? All right. Anybody else have anything to say? No comments? All right, this meeting's adjourned.
Chief, got the start order,
Yes, sir.
How many did you get, Bill?
get board,
Four. Explorers?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
they give you any time to come in?
Want to stay around December, is that right, Captain?
Yeah, projected day.
Around December.
Bill, did the engine go out of Aaron's car Sunday?
I'm sorry.
Tillman's, did his engine go out? It was knocking.
On whose car?
Tillman's?
I don't think so.
It's getting checked, it's, air conditioning unit's going out.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, it's getting fixed, I'm not sure exactly yet.
Yeah, you know, I always liked them Chargers, but need over 60,000 miles, they ain't nothing but lemons. They're a dollar a day. All right. Meeting's adjourned.
We call the beer board in order, call the roll, please. Mr. Archer? Present. Mr. Hoskins?
Here.
Mayor Stanfield?
Here.